I just swam 1,000 miles around the entire coast of Iceland, but now in my off season, I want to learn MMA. Gonna be honest, this could go badly. Take a peek at this.
Dip my legs, and then I just... It went dark so fast!
And I'm going flying.
That's terrifying.
Okay, firstly, lots to unpack. Let's talk about Iceland. So it was 1,000 miles in total, sometimes swimming up for 12 hours a day, 114 days. Water temperature was basically anywhere below freezing, got up to a balmy 4 degrees. Body took a battering. Got rhabdomyolysis, for those who don't know. That's basically where your muscles liquefy. It's where the rate of exertion exceeds the rate of recovery. So what happens is the muscle cells basically just rupture. They then have to be filtered out by the kidneys. The kidneys start working overtime. It's not very pleasant, I'm not gonna lie. A position no athlete wants to be in. Now, I really have to take care of myself. I have to rebuild myself. I've been speaking to Gym King and we were just saying, how do we do this? And it's gonna sound so strange, but I've always wanted to try MMA. And again, I know that sounds so odd to go from ultra distance swimming to mixed martial arts, but there is some method to the madness, and allow me to explain. I think, firstly, it's physical, it's physiological. It's just this idea that my body has become so good at swimming for 12 hours a day. That's all it's good at. My legs have basically just shriveled up. I've got muscle imbalances. I'm really, really good in the water, but I'm a terrible human on land. So that's gonna be the first thing, basically even training new energy systems, things that I've completely neglected for so long, for 114 days at sea. And then I think the other thing is psychological as well. We do have another swim planned. I cannot wait, but before I go back to just staring at the bottom of the seabed, I need to just take some time just to kind of get a new training stimulus, a new environment. I think when I come back to swimming, I want to be really chomping at the bit. I don't want to go straight back into it right now. So always wanted to try MMA, always wanted to try Muay Thai, and basically speaking to Gym King, they said, look, you know, we have some legends that walk the halls here at Bad Company. Why don't we set it up for the day that you basically train for hours all morning, all afternoon, all evening, and we're gonna tee up some absolute legends to come in, experts to talk about all things resilience. So basically just talking about the theory, philosophy of resilience while you learn MMA at the same time. I said, I'm in, hold my beer. So here I am, clueless, but keen. Okay, so first session of the day. I'm gonna do some sprints just because when I swam around Iceland, I essentially skipped leg day for what was 114 days. So just severe atrophy in the legs. It could be bad. Okay, so that was punchy. I think what's really important about this is I'm gonna do as many sprints as my technique allows. I think when fatigue breaks in, I start drilling bad movement patterns, that is when I'm gonna stop. Basically, I want my heart rate come back down, not breathing heavy, but I'm still warm and fresh enough to do a decent sprint. I'm gonna do these until everything just starts to implode, technique breaks down. As I said earlier, for 4 months, 1,000 miles, when I was swimming around Iceland, it was zone 2 cardio. I got really, really good at moving this movement pattern. Now I'm trying to get good back on land. And also as well, now in my off season, I essentially want to just drill new movement patterns, different energy systems. I want to get fast, I want to get explosive. I'm not entirely clued up in this area, but I know a gentleman who is, Nat, your massive legend to my left. Now, you're too modest to say, but you basically, your job is to create elite fighters, world champions from the ground up. Is that fair to say?
Plain speaking, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
So I have zero experience when it comes to combat sport and explosive movements, but I want to build some sort of strength. I want to move in different planes of motion.
Of course.
What are we going to do today?
So, we're going to have a look at some isometric holds into some explosive movements, all fast twitch stuff.
This feels good. Okay, lower your expectations then.
Behave. Set yourself in a squat rack, and you're just going to pull as you can.
Just rip.
Literally just go full send on this.
Like foaming at the mouth. Just
literally,
like...
absolutely.
Right.
And then we go straight into, all right, grabbing hold of these, and we're literally just jumping as high as you can with these, all right? Just full send, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many seconds, how many reps do you reckon?
5 seconds, 3 reps. 3, 2, 1, stop. 3, 2, 1, rest. Yeah, nice, come on. Then, straight in. Ready? Let's go, high as you can. Bam! That's it, drop in and bang! There we go, and again, last one. Boom! Very nice.
That feels good.
Power.
I was barely moving, but it felt good.
Power, there you go.
Oh. Good.
Enjoy that. Yeah, sick. Similar sort of concept, all right? We're going in from an ISO straight into something nice and explosive, okay? I'm going to hold on to that, and you're going to pull as hard as you possibly can this way, and then as soon as I'm done, all right, as soon as you've done that, 5 seconds, I'm going to let go, and you're just going to go full send this way as hard as you can, okay? Just makes sense? Rip into it, yeah. 3, 2, 1, bam, send it. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice, come on. Then, straight in. Ready? Bam. Nice, come on. And again. Bam. Nice. This one. Bam. Nice, come on.
It feels so I feel so reckless.
How do they feel?
I mean, I feel powerful.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how but I feel good.
They look good. They look really good. Hopefully, with all that stuff, training them fast twitch muscle fibers and everything's going to be firing nice and light, explosive. So everything you do on that side, when you're on the mats, it'll carry over perfectly.
Oh, you're a legend. Thank you, Vic.
You're very welcome.
Let's go. First up is a fighter I've been watching in the UFC for a long time. He is a Scottish legend. I've heard he's going to teach me something absolutely brutal. Okay, so as I embark on this journey into MMA, I was speaking to people, athletes, coaches, and they've all said when it comes to Chris, his guillotine is absolutely savage. There are nuances, there are techniques, there are things that you do. Chris, can you teach me?
Of course I can, of course I can. So if we jump down on our knees and our elbows right now, I'll show you the first kind of part of it. So if you get yourself down into this kind of position here, I'll start taking a grip of your neck and start choking you out.
Wait. You said it so casually, and it's terrifying in your Scottish accent.
So with, depending on what your dominant hand is, I'd like to stick that on your neck. So my dominant hand is my left hand, and I like to keep that really close to your neck at this point. And what I'm going to do is take a grip over the top of my watch, like I'm grabbing my watch on my left hand. Yep. And what I'm going to do is move this elbow back slightly so I have some space. There's only a little bit of space here, so I'm going to make some more space.
Got it.
I'm going to step up on my right leg, and I'm going to slot my left leg into this position here. And what that'll do is allow me to pull my hands through. Oh, yeah. I'm going to throw my hands out here, and I'll not squeeze right now. And what I'll do is I'll do the rotation, and that'll help you with the squeeze. You got the tap mistake.
It went dark so quick.
I'm sure it's not as dark as any oceans you've been swimming in.
Oh no, that was worse. That was worse. So I can't believe I'm going to say this, but is there a way that you could show me when you jump into it as well?
Of course, definitely. So what I'll do here is I'll have my hands in the grip, okay?
Yep.
I'm going to jump both my legs round your waist like this, and then I'm going to fall down now. And I've got this grip, and then I can
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, take my legs, and then I just grab that guillotine, and then...
That was so fast. It went dark so fast. And also as well, I'm fresh.
Yeah,
so if you were gassed and you were like that would just...
So that's why people go out quite frequently, you know, because they've been in a heavy exchange and then they just sleep. I'm sure the saying's nap, snap, or tap.
And there's a lot of napping with you for them.
For them anyway, not me.
No. Yeah. Chris, that was awesome. My neck is a little bit more flexible. You're like a chiropractor. I just want to quiz you a little bit on mindset, if that's okay. Let's go over here. Chris, first thing I wanted to ask you, your fights are immense. First UFC fighter to come out to bagpipes?
Yes, that's the one, yeah. Very proud of that.
Were you aware that the buzz that you were creating, people who were Scottish were like, oh my God, I've got, a lump in my throat, hair standing up. And then people who even weren't Scottish were just like, I will go to war with you. Did you feel that? Were you aware of that?
At the time I wasn't, but I love doing Scotland proud, and don't get me wrong, we've had some haters in the comments too, but there's definitely more positive than there is negative.
looking at like the history of Scotland, you just have to be hard and tough to survive. You know, not just to live there. Like when you look at like your ancestry and everything, it's amazing. Again, do you think that's why some of the best fighters coming out now are from places like that? Even when you're looking at Gunnar Nelson from Iceland, Paul Craig, Scotland, now yourself, do you think it is producing just these hardened, unbreakable athletes?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. You know, harsh environments, whether that be personal, family, or whatever, you know, maybe harsh environments from Scotland. It's freezing cold up there.
Not warm.
So, yeah, exactly, you know that. But, you know, I think harsh environments bring out the best in people, you know, through toughness and resilience brings out the best in people. Pressures make diamonds, you know, all these sorts of things. So certainly I do think it plays a massive role in making people tough. You know, everyone's tough in the UFC, but not everybody's Scottish tough.
I want that on a t-shirt. And I love what you said there as well. Your fighting style, so many people say, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword. We briefly spoke about guillotines and you just commit. Is that trained in you, or is that something you've always done, even as a kid, this idea of just going all in?
You know, that live by the sword, die by the sword mentality is something that I've been brought up with. I know maybe I have it deep down in my heart, and you know, you can't teach heart. It's something you can't show somebody to have. It's something that's built through time.
Well, I think I just want to expand on that, but only with your blessing. I just want to talk about your mum as well, because again, it's helped so many people cope with grief. Myself as well, I lost my dad, but the way that you speak about your mum and the circumstances that with which you lost her, it would have broke most people. It just understandably so. But you have used that and now honour her memory, and it just feels like almost like she's a guiding North Star. Whatever you're going through in life, you just sort of go, what would my mum be thinking right now? You know, she's looking down on me. Would she be proud? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, maybe she's got a wee controller and she's just pushing me in the right directions here. Right. But certainly, you know, I feel with, you know, the loss of my mother gave me some sort of like inner fire that made me push through things that maybe people wouldn't do. I was meant to fight my first ever MMA fight as an amateur. She died, or she was killed the day before, so the day of the weigh-in, so I still had to make weight. I still decided to go ahead with the fight, and that's something that my mother 100% would have wanted me to do. She used to sneak me to boxing classes, take me to all these things. She just knew I had some sort of fire or fight in me, and that's something that she really pushed and installed in me. And she was a tough cookie as well, and I definitely feel like I've got that from her. She battled with addiction. It was a negative for my mother, but I think it's definitely a positive for me. I got so addicted to MMA that I was so honed in on it, and through consistency, 6 days a week, twice a day, I got peace for those 4 hours. And it really, you know, I call it the ostrich effect. I put my head into the sand and didn't think about it, and it really helped me, you know, push through. It was my only option. It was either up or it was down, and that was it. And that was kind of the ultimatum that I had.
So that sounds like it was almost your therapy. It's kind of, you're like, no, I'll bury myself in this and have a productive outcome.
Yeah, for sure. I think it maybe be spiritual as well, you know. I still speak to my mother daily, you know. I just, the odd thing, you know, instead of praying to God, I'll say, Mum, can you help me with this? Sometimes she doesn't give me it, but sometimes she does.
You know, I love that you said that, because when I lost my dad, it's exactly the same, that now I actually found the more extreme the events, like when I'm caught in an Arctic storm in the middle of Iceland and I've got a jellyfish hanging off my face, I can literally hear my dad's voice just going, you idiot. And I'm just like, I know, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it's weird how that enables you to stay connected to them.
Yeah, for sure.
In a way, yeah.
It's like a memory almost, and the memory lives strong within you. She never got a chance to live her full life because she was ripped away from us. So I'm trying to like hold on to that memory for as long as I can and use it as fuel to my fire as well.
I love. So now looking ahead, because we were chatting off camera about this, what does success look like for you now?
The end goal that I think is so far away, you know, it's like saying to you, what are you going to feel like when you swim that last mile? It seems so far away at the time. You know, title would be amazing. A world title would be absolutely fantastic, but I've got a lot of work to do. I need to get back into the win column for myself, start winning fights. But I was always a fighter first until I became a dad. My family, they'll have everything that they ever want, and that's just, I've made that choice. You know, I was a terrible upbringing, and they're going to have everything they ever desire. The goal is always going to be the same. Plan A will always be the same, but I think above that there'll be an umbrella of the family. You know, they're the most important thing.
Chris, that was awesome. I have a semi-decent guillotine, but I feel so inspired.
Good.
I just want to go and swim Loch Ness now. Thank you so much
for having me, mate. Thank you.
Mate. Next up, we've got Norbert Novenyi Jr., an absolute beast and part of wrestling royalty. Someone I've been following for a long time. I've been told this one's probably going to hurt. Okay, so I just want to start off by saying I have zero wrestling experience. However, my coach today comes from a generational wrestling heritage. Norbert, I'm so excited, but please be kind. What are we doing today?
Well, I was thinking of, you know, my background is from Eastern Europe, so I thought I'd bring some Greco-Roman style wrestling techniques to you. The first throw I want to teach you is something called Hansurka. That's what we used to call it in Hungary. In English, you would call it an arm spin, but it's a certain different kind of variation. It's probably my favorite throw.
This feels awesome. Okay, well, like I said, I'm sort of clueless, but keen. So it's kind of just like, almost like an idiot's guide to wrestling. That's what I need.
We're going to face each other. So when you're wrestling Greco, so when you see freestyle wrestlers wrestle, they're always nice and low, they're always wrestling from here.
This makes me so nervous. I felt so vulnerable.
No, you're good. So they get so low to defend their legs, right? But Greco wrestlers wrestle different because the legs are not involved. They're wrestling from here, and this is very tight, so you can't get underhooks. But a lot of the times, I can give you this, where you want to stop me and put your hand on my shoulder like this, all right? So the way we're going to start with this technique, I'm going to clamp on this nice and strong, yeah? Relax, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, relax. So look, and I'm going to go here. So now you're going to hold on to me as well, right?
Like that,
You see how you got your left leg forward and right leg back? So what I need to make sure that we have the same legs forward, so I might make you step, all right? So now, you see, I've got this foot forward and you've got that foot forward. Now, you see that little gap there? All I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foot in that gap like this, okay? So I'm going to step in, all right? So as I start going back, I'm going to turn. So just before I hit the ground, I'm going to turn onto my stomach. So as I go here, I'll go back here, and I'll turn onto my stomach.
And I'm going flying.
As I fall back now, this arm is going to go in, and you feel how it bites and claw your arm.
Oh God, I feel I'm so vulnerable.
Nah, you're all right, don't worry, I'll do it slow. So look, as I go here, I start going back, and bring you over, and from here, I'll cover you. It's very important that I cover you. Because in wrestling, otherwise you're going to turn. In wrestling, I can win by pinning you on your back.
There was so much momentum there, though. I had absolutely nothing.
But imagine that when we actually fight it and there's a lot of push and pull, it becomes a big throw. So let's go. You try it. So, clamp down, nice and strong, elbow in. Step in, and now go here. You're going to bend your back backwards, and just before you hit the ground, you're going to turn. So go.
Got it.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Now slowly I'm going to hold you. Start going back, turn. Yeah, good.
Got it. Okay,
Now we're going to do it fast. So you're picking up very fast. Go on. It's good.
You cradled me like a small child.
No, you're good. So push into me. I push back. Now you go. That was nice.
I felt I almost dropped myself on my head.
That was perfect. That was it. No, that was very good.
That one's awesome. What was that called?
We call it Hansurka.
Hansurka.
Something like that. But it's basically an arm spin variation.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm glad you like it.
What other ones? Did you hear that? Took the wind out of me. Norbert, mate, that was amazing. I think my organs have moved. But it was good.
I was trying to be nice, you're making me feel bad now. But no, I'm glad you like it. And it's actually very nice to see that you're passionate about learning and you're enjoying it. It's actually, for me, if I was going to teach someone, that's what I would be looking for.
Right, I want to quiz you now. I want to get into your mindset, just all about resilience. Come over here. Norbert, we have been friends now for an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like I said, I've been a fan of yours for ages. Now we're friends. But it was really interesting that online, so many people just love how you fight with such freedom. Like, you just look like you're having the best time.
Yeah.
The other guy across you is there, he's about to get in a fight. You look like you're going out to like a nightclub. You are dancing, you're enjoying yourself. Yeah. Again, why is that? Is it just that you just don't process stress the same as like a normal human?
I don't think so. No, I do get stressed, and you know, if anything, I'm a big overthinker. You know, like I really get into the details with everything that I do. It's more about I live, especially fight camps. They're very spiritual for me. You know, I grow my beard out, my hair out. I go through hell. You know, I don't leave the gym. I sleep in the gym. You know, it's not easy to be a fighter. It's not easy to be a human being. I think it's, you know, part of the human experience of, you know, the struggle. And I feel like you've said it several times before as well, you kind of have to train yourself. You have to create that artificial struggle, suffering, so your body, so your mind and your body, because a lot of it is neurological, gets used to it. And because of that, fight camps are very spiritual for me, because you go in as one person and you come out slightly different every single time.
I wanted to ask as well, I'm fascinated by just genetics, ancestry, and I think looking at like your family history, the genetic, like the gene pool that you come from is absolutely obscene. How much of that, when going into a fight, do you take with you? This idea that just genetically, you're quite literally built a bit different.
All I care about is hard work. That's the only thing I trust. I don't care about genetics, I don't care about nothing. I just care about my own hard work. And I feel like as long as I work hard, I can trust myself. And that's how I go into a fight. We all have it hard. Everyone's got their own story. Some people have it worse than others, you know, 100%. But like I said before, suffering is part of the human experience. And what you can't do is just sit back and cry about it. I think you have to make the most of what you've got. And, you know, maybe even try to make more of it. You're hurt, cool, work around it. You know, I've had fights where I had like really bad rib injuries, back injuries, stuff like that, and it's just part of it. You got to make the most of it. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You've got to work around it. There's always a way to find, you know, there's a way to work around certain things, and I think every human should take that lesson and try to live their life that way.
I love that. And just finally, because I feel your answer's probably changed a little bit now, but what did success look like for the 18-year-old version of yourself, and what does it look like now?
Since I was a little kid, I've been wanting to be a world champion. I wanted to be a great fighter and someone that's remembered. I do feel like it was written in the stars that I need to do something amazing. With that, I feel like I said before, the legacy part of it is leaving something bigger than me, something greater apart from fighting. Yeah, fighting is amazing, but the platform that I can gain with fighting, I think I should try to make a change or a difference in the world, and whether it's just the people around me or a bigger scale, but I think that's one of my big goals now as well. Yeah.
I think you need a new nickname like Norbert Warrior Poet.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe magic just flows a bit smoother from marketing perspective, but yeah.
You're such a legend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next up is an old friend, Liam Harrison, quite literally one of the Muay Thai goats. He's known all around the world, barely needs an introduction, and last time we trained, my legs still hurt from him. Okay, so when it comes to combat sports, there is one leg kick that is absolutely notorious, and it belongs to the gentleman to my right. Liam, mate, your leg kick, it's viral. Joe Rogan described it as your fighting style is like you have rabies. Why is it so powerful? How do you generate so much force? Talk to me.
A lot of it's just obviously years and years of me trying to get that technique down. I've sort of like painted it for my own style as well. Not many people kick like I kick. The other side of it is the mindset, like I've said to you before in the past, when we fight, a lot of people say I'm getting in there to play the game, I want to win on points. It wasn't a game to me. I was trying to hurt you. I wanted to win by breaking your spirit, and leg kicks and hurting someone to the leg and making them quit was a great way to do that. And I found that earlier on in my career, and my style just progressed from there. I've told you before, fighting's a very intimate thing. When you are fighting another man, you're looking right into his eyes, and when you kick him in the leg, you see him wince a little bit once, and you know you've got him, you know you brought the spirit. There's no point in landing one there, and one there, because in my eyes you've wasted two of them when you can hit there every time. And it only takes 4 or 5, and it's done.
Like a sniper?
Yeah.
Okay. Teach me, bearing in mind, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've done this. So teach me like almost like an idiot's guide to throw in Liam Harrison leg kicks.
Okay, so obviously if you were in your stance here, your hands are up and stuff like that, obviously it's a straight leg there. Now obviously when we're here, I won't just go in and do this big looping low kick because it's too slow, you'll get it blocked. So early doors in the fight, I use more speed and I'm trying to set it up. So if your hands are up in that guard, I'll be having a little look, and what I'll do, I'll just go pop fast, I'll just go fast like that, just to see what reaction I get. So that one hard.
That is terrifying.
And I'll just do it quick. I'm just looking for very intricate little things.
It's so accurate. This is thick, by the way.
I know that if I just go like that, pop, I'm gonna hit the same spot. I'm not gonna hit the same. Yeah.
That's numb.
Yeah. And that's not hard. It's just hitting the same spot.
I cannot explain how hard that is.
But yeah, that is how I would say. I'd kick straight up, same spot. And you're aiming for the same spot every time.
This is so accurate.
Yeah.
Right, back.
Yeah, let's get your technique down on the back.
I'm not. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah. Could you feel it through that?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Could you feel it through that? Right. The body mechanics, the foot positioning, everything we spoke about before. Step into it a little bit when you're on the bag because you can use a bit more power and then get used to throwing it full power. And then when you throw it a bit faster and less power in a fight, you keep better balance and stuff as well. It feels nice. Okay, so you want to be looking here. Yep. There, nice and relaxed, nice and fast. Yep. 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 Like that, basically. Yeah.
That's terrifying. That sounds horrendous.
Boom. Yeah. Boom. Good, nice. Bit more hip for me.
Got it.
Boom. Not better. No, nice. Feel the foot. Dude, now imagine your shin bone going into someone's thigh. That's,
Yeah. That's weirdly cathartic.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Yeah.
Boom. Good, you got a bit too close then. Get that distance right. Yeah. Boom. More straight leg, more hip for me. Turn it over. It's a little bit. Nice. Boom. Don't lean back. Boom. Straighten that leg up. Boom. Boom. Nice. Good. Boom. Nice. But, good.
I want to make a noise.
We're all right. Sometimes it won't make a noise.
Oh, punchy.
That were a good one as well.
Hey, you legend.
Nice one.
Mate, I want to sit down. I want to catch up. All things mindset and resilience.
Let's do it.
Let's go. So, Liam, I just wanted to talk resilience with you, just because, I've been a fan of yours for ages, and now more recently, it's an honour to call you a friend as well. And I think what's so interesting, when it comes to resilience, I always loved Joe Rogan when he was talking about you fighting. And he said, the thing with Liam Harrison is he fights like he's got rabies. And I think with that, is that feral kind of resilience, where does that come that you become known for?
Yeah, so going back to what I just said then, like it wasn't a game to me. I wasn't getting in there to try and win the fight on points. Like there were a lot of fighters these days, and they'll go, yeah, well, I'm just going to get in there and play the game. I'm going to take a points decision, and that never sat right with me. I wasn't trying to win on points. I was trying to hurt you. I was trying to break your spirit. I was from a rough council estate, and like there were a lot of good level Leeds fighters who've come out of the area I'm from. Josh Warrington used to live next door to my granddad. Andy. Jordan Watson, both all elite level in boxing and Muay Thai. So yeah, I think a little bit of the LS9 council estate behaviour mixed in with the best gym in Europe when I'm in bad company, and just with the mindset that I had going into fights, I think that were a lethal combo.
Well, I love what you said there about the tough conditions growing up. If you hadn't become Liam Harrison's world champion, where do you think your life would have gone without
jail?
fight?
I was hanging around.
Genuinely?
So I was hanging around with a lot of bad kids up until I was 14, 15. I started Muay Thai when I was 13, but even at 14, 15, I was involved in a load of stupid shit on streets and that. But this took me out of it because when it got to 14, 15, I had my first pro fight a week before my 15th birthday because we lied about my age, and I knocked him out in the first round, and it was the greatest. I got £30. Imagine when someone's 14 and someone gives you £30. I got £30. It was the greatest moment of my life. I was like, oh my God. But I said, you can get paid to knock people out. This is the best thing ever. And it took me away from that then. And obviously, the discipline that Richard and Lisa and obviously that were instilling into me, being in the gym, having to make weight, having to come and train every night and stuff like that, it made me not want to even go knock around with those type of kids anymore.
But equally now you're going into slightly more of like a mentoring role as well. So there's still plenty of fight in you, but you're also helping like the younger generations coming through and stuff. So has that changed your mindset now as well? From the young 15-year-old who was running up to bad company on his lunch hour to now mentoring others?
Yeah, of course. That fighter in me won't ever go, and it's I get upset every single day thinking about that. I can't fight Thai boxing anymore. They want the hitman. If I can't give them, I don't want to just get in there an half-assed. And I could fight lesser opponents, which is what a lot of guys do. They'll retire and they'll bring the level down and they'll just beat up people who aren't as good as them. That's not a motivation to me. I want to get in there knowing I'm fighting someone who has trained for me.
But so you've changed, and that's really interesting now, from going from this decorated Muay Thai career to now going into boxing. With everything that you learned about resilience in Muay Thai, how are you using that in boxing? Is it transferable? Is it more strategic in boxing? Because I remember we were chatting before with Muay Thai, you can take more punishment. So is it transferable? What are you using? How has resilience changed Muay Thai to boxing?
It's very similar. It's still a fight. You've still got to be very conditioned. You've still got to have that mindset of going, I'm going to knock you, spark out, before you knock me out. Obviously, it's a lot more slips and head movement and stuff, and I don't have to worry about getting my legs battered anymore. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I actually fought pro boxing about 18 years ago in Cambodia. I got asked to go fight the Cambodian boxing champion, and I beat him in a 6-round boxing fight. I remember thinking, what, not hard that. We're all right, I'm not getting booted and getting kicked and getting elbowed in the face. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So do you think now, because after, like you said, 14, first fight, lied about your age, fought, now 40, that whole career, it has just shifted where you feel comfortable. Yeah. It's not normal.
I'm just used to being in pain. I'm used to taking damage. I'm used to putting my body through the mill. It's just become part of my life. And if I'm not doing it, it feels a bit weird. Do you know what I mean?
That sounds so it's almost like Muay Thai, bad for your body, but kind of good for the brain.
Yeah, unless you're getting elbowed.
Well, no, rephrase that. So bad for the body, good for willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that's
because obviously with Muay Thai, you're getting kicked in your legs, kicked across your body, you're getting punched, you're getting elbowed. Then there's the clinch work, you're getting your neck ragged down, you're getting your kicks caught, you're getting thrown on the floor, you're getting swept, you're getting dumped. There's a lot going on. There's no breaks in Muay Thai, so you either take your beating like a man or you look like a coward and give up. And I know what I'd rather do.
You're the first, only person I'll ever speak to who described like boxing. It's probably like date night for you. You're just going, I want to do that.
The thing is in boxing, if you get knocked flat out, you don't really feel it, do you? Do you know what I mean? You wake up and you're like, oh, I got knocked out then. Whereas in Muay Thai, if you're fighting someone like me who's going to boot your legs to smithereens, you're not even going to be able to sit on toilet for a week, do you know what I mean? So it's...
Yeah. It's like you're out cold or you wake up and go, oh, that was like, but with Muay Thai, you'll feel it for weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't even think to any better. Legal Last up, we have got Fergus Smith. This is literally a legend in the making. For those who don't know, his family pioneered Muay Thai in the UK and across the world. He's basically part of a combat dynasty. Okay, this next technique, it makes me a little bit nervous. Spinning elbow. But the gentleman to my left, Fergus, you set the internet ablaze recently because how many spinning elbows did you actually throw in your last fight?
Too many to count. I mean, afterwards, I'd thrown that many that I couldn't use my arms for about 2 weeks. So I had a massive big egg on both of them. I couldn't drive my car, couldn't open doors, so I was having to get help with absolutely everything. So be careful.
Don't tell me this. So it feels like things could go wrong today.
Yeah, well, if you hit me in the face, it'll go wrong, but on the pads, it should be sound.
Oh, no pressure. Okay, so yeah, treat me as a complete beginner, but where do we begin? Spinning elbow.
Right. With this foot, step into the outside.
Yep.
So as if you just take a step forward and I'm bomb there, as you step.
Oh, so I'm going to step into you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm bomb and then you're just there, and if you look there, it comes straight through the middle of the pads, which is if that's their guard. Bomb.
Oh, that was scary.
And there, step forward, bomb, and then there.
That is nuts. That is so powerful.
Is
that more powerful than a punch?
It hurts more than a punch because you got to think your elbow's not protected when you're fighting. There's no pads on your elbow. You've got a glove on, so that is going to hurt. The elbows are what cut people.
Yes.
It's skin to skin. It's a really hard bone there.
Yeah,
that's what's going to slice someone. And if I cut you above the eye and there's blood going in your eye, then you can't continue and I win the fight.
Legend, so set it up, wait for them to step forward as they come forward.
Boom.
There.
Yeah.
Got it.
As quick as you can go. Boom. As snappy as possible.
Got it.
So I'll step forward now. Boom. Nice.
That's not
That
true.
was well good.
Oh, you're kind. And end.
First time. Boom. Away. Nice. Boom. Ooh. Boom.
Yeah.
Good again.
You're such a legend. Mate, I want to quiz you on all things resilience now that I've got a semi-decent spinning back elbow. Come over here. Fergus, I just wanted to talk about all things resilience. And for you, it's so unique because you come from what can only be described as a Muay Thai dynasty. When you look at your mum, your dad, like Liam, Bad Company, like it's unbelievable where you've come from. I think with that, does there come sort of, is it a pressure or a privilege to come from such an amazing team?
I think you've got to take it both ways, where you've got to embrace the pressure of carrying the Bad Company name, the level of fighters that we've had in the past. It's obviously going to be hard to live up to that, but then it's also a privilege to be associated with that. I've always said to my parents, said to everybody in the gym, I want to be better than Liam was, I want to be better than Jordan was, I want to be better than Andy was. So I think the name of Bad Company and the level of fighters we've got, it just kind of adds a bit more motivation to make me the best version of myself that I can be, and pushes me to want to be the best, pushes me to want to be better than all the people that have come before me, which, fingers crossed.
Right, that's like a good goal. When you fight, and it's in front of like literally like millions around the world, your fight, like your reels and everything, they just go to millions. There's so many eyeballs on you, but despite that, you just look to be having the best time. You're coming out, you're smiling and everything. There doesn't seem to be an ounce of stress in you. How much of that is the fact that you've just grown up doing this, actually just having a great time, and how much is actually, you know, conscious and you're like, look, I've got to calm my nerves?
I get terrified before I fight. So when I'm stood on the walkout and I'm smiling and dancing, on the inside, I am absolutely terrified.
Genuinely, it doesn't come across.
Yeah, but then you can't look like that. But also, you embrace the nerves and you realise that you're only nervous because it means something to you.
Deviating slightly on that as well, there was a recent study that I wanted to bring up, and it was looking at how some fighters with ADHD, they're saying that is of a real benefit to those fighters. Do you find with yourself it's become almost like a superpower?
With my ADHD, with my brain working so fast, I can see everything 2 steps before. So I almost know what they're going to do before they even know what they're going to do. The counters and the shots that I know I can throw, they're all up here. So it's just about reactions, and I think with me being ADHD and my brain working faster than everyone else, it's almost like a superpower because my reactions are just that little bit quicker than everybody else's.
We've talked a lot about the sort of psychology as well, but I think what's really interesting, chatting to Nat, he was saying that when it comes to your physiology as well, it's just slightly different. And having only just done light and held pads with you, it is nuts how you were able to generate so much power. Again, how much of that is, do you think, God-given, natural, just like fast twitch fibers? How much is trained? Have you always been like that? We talked about the psychology, but now I'm talking about the physiology.
I personally think that I've probably just got a natural edge. That little bit of power, that little bit of pop behind shots is just certain people have it, certain people don't. Yes, I have probably got a bit of a natural advantage where I've got fast twitch fibers, but then it's also hours and hours and hours of drilling the same thing, hours and hours and hours of making sure I've got the technique right to land that shot, to make sure that I can land it properly to get a finish.
And just finally on that as well, it was really interesting, we were chatting earlier and you were talking about resilience, and I said, how was it in your last fight? When you were fighting against the Cambodian, who was incredible, by the way, ridiculous chin, you hit him with some unbelievable shots and he kept coming forward. But it was in the final round that you were still throwing spinning elbows, spinning kicks. That's nuts. Like, that comes from incredible conditioning, but also like that mental resilience. And it was really interesting what you said. You were just like, yeah, Ross, but I just can't think that resilience comes from practice. I just repeatedly knew how to throw that. Do you think that's the case with you, that resilience is just something that you repeatedly do?
Resilience, it's something that you've got to train yourself into, so once you're at the point of exhaustion to know you can keep going. But it's also just completely mental, where I am knackered in the last round, but I know that I've got so many people that have bought tickets to watch me, so I want to put on a show for them as much as I want to put on a show for myself. I don't want to get out of the ring and and have thought, nah, I didn't fight that well actually. Yeah, I won, but I coasted. And I could have done better. I'd always rather get out the ring. Like after my last fight, I was throwing up. I was in an absolute state. But I'd always rather get out the ring and be like that and have won a fight where I've done everything till the last bell and I've put everything behind every shot instead of just coasting to a win. I think the resilience comes from, practice, but also it's just, you just got to know in your head that you can do it. Yeah. Like, I know that I can throw a spinning back kick, so even though I'm tired, I can still throw it. Just because I'm tired, you can still whip your leg around.
Yeah. You say it like that. Fergus, you're a legend, mate. You're such a unique human. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, mate. Okay, so that was absolutely brutal. My body is in pieces. My legs are so tender as well. But that's kind of what I needed. In my off-season, I just want to cross-train. I kind of want to be humbled as well. And I think one of the biggest things that I learned from the fighters is, whether you want to call it the spirituality of resilience, the psychology of resilience, it was nice. There was a shared theme. And I think while I'm competing against Mother Nature, whether that's Arctic storms, wind and waves, they're essentially competing with another human that's trying to take their head off. I think the other thing as well is theirs is so intense. So when they're going into a training camp, it is just condensed and intensified, whereas my resilience kind of, a little bit more of a slow burner, kind of goes over months, whereas what they do in a training camp or even a fight, it's just so kind of tunnel visioned. I think that is probably one of the biggest things that I'm going to take away from this and just put it in my back pocket, ready for the next adventure.